Part C of the question asks to determine the coefficient of determination. That's another term for the R squared, and that's something that you would get from your calculator. So what I'm going to show you really quickly is how we go about doing this. The first thing we want to do is we want to hit the Stat button. We want to go ahead and do Edit. And when we edit, what we want to do is we want to put all of the data into the calculator. So here's all 8 of my data pairings: income in L1, vacation spending in L2. So you want to go ahead and put all 8 and all 8 in. The next thing you want to do, and this is the piece that most people will often forget, is you want to go ahead back to the mode button. So I'm going to do second quit to get to the main screen. I'm going to hit mode. And when I hit mode, what I want to do is I want to go down to where it says Stat Diagnostics. And I want to make sure that that is turned on. So I'm going to go ahead to on and hit that. Okay, once that's done, now we can go ahead and run the regression analysis. And the way you do that is going back to Stat. This time we're going to go to Calc. And this time we want to go to number 8. Number 8 is the one that we use for linear regressions and statistics, lin reg A plus BX. What you want to do there is you want to hit that. It pretty much defaults to what you want to do. So you have your explanatory in L1, your response in L2. The only thing we want to do is when we get down here to store reg equation, what we want to do is we want to hit the alpha button, the trace button, and then enter. So we want to do alpha, trace, enter. And what that's going to do is it's going to store the regression equation in our Y1 in our calculator so we can use it to make predictions, which is something we're going to have to do in a follow-up question. So now what we want to do is arrow down to calculate. And what's going to happen is it's going to give us our regression equation. Here's our regression equation. Y equals A plus BX. A is going to be your y-intercept. So your y-intercept is 610.97. That's saying that the the predicted vacation spending for someone who spends zero or who has zero income is $610.97. It doesn't make much sense in here, but that's fine. B is our slope, 0.04395. That's saying for every dollar increase in income, the predicted amount spent on vacation increases by about 4 cents. And then this third one, R squared. R squared is our coefficient of determination. This is the number we need, 0.8498. The number below it is R, that's our correlation coefficient. Don't mix those two up. So this one right here, R squared, coefficient of determination. This one down here, R correlation coefficient. So we're going to go ahead with this, 0.8498. That's our R squared, our coefficient of determination. And then the first definition I think that we asked you to memorize this year was this coefficient of determination definition, and here it is right here. When you're actually asking it to interpret it in context, you want to basically have this phrase. This phrase is the important thing. 84.98% of the variation in response variable vacation spending can be explained by the LSRL, least squared regression line, of vacation spending on income. It's a really clunky definition, but it's what College Board really is looking for when you want to interpret the R squared. So in terms of interpreting the coefficient of determination, this is the phrase that you need to memorize. And remember, you're not going to have any index cards when you take this test on in May.